Hello and welcome to lesson number 1, Risks and Hazards. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to answer the following question. What are the risks of working in a science lab? The key words for this lesson are rules, risks, hazard, hazard symbol. We are going to start the lesson off with the first knowledge check. Pause the video when you have finished, come back and we will check the answers together. Hello and welcome back. We are now going to go through the answers of the first knowledge check. Can you make sure you have a green pen or a different coloured pen to give yourself a mark or to correct your answers? Question number 1, we can separate living things into plants and animals. Question number 2, name the 5 common vertebrate animal groups. These are fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals. Question number 3, state what the home of a living organism is called. It's called a habitat. Question number 4, the following 7 things are collectively known as life processes. Question number 5, food groups include carbohydrates, fats, proteins, fiber, vitamins and minerals. Question number 6, temperature is measured in degrees Celsius. We could have also said centigrade, Fahrenheit or Kelvin, which are alternative scales of temperature. Some objects can block light and form shadows. Question number 8, the length of daylight during the year depends on the seasons. Can you now check your answers and give yourself a mark out of 8? And can you write it on the side? Thank you. Quick overview. By the end of this lesson, we will be able to justify which are the most important rules for safety in science, and also we will be able to design a set of science rules that will keep us safe in science lessons. A science laboratory is not a normal classroom. It can be a very dangerous place. There are a lot of hazards and risks involved in being a scientist. A hazard is an object that can cause an injury or be dangerous. The risk is what can happen because of the hazard. For example, if we spill some water on the floor, that's a hazard. The risk is somebody can slip and fall down. Can we also just add a note on the side just to say that we need to learn what the definition of a hazard is and risk. Learning activity, identifying risks and hazards. What I would like you to do is have a look at the picture below, try and identify as many hazards as you can. Every time you've identified a hazard, can you put a circle around it? Pause the video, have a go. Welcome back. You can check your answers with mine. Well done if you've managed to get more than the ones that I have highlighted. As you all have noticed from the number of circles, this is a very dangerous working environment with many hazards and risks. Let's add some annotations to our diagram to show some of the hazards, and then from those annotations try and work out some rules that we can use to keep ourselves safe within the laboratory. This student is eating in the lab. This student is talking. This student here is running around. There is broken glass on the table. There is chemical spills. There are bags and paper on the table. This student is wearing no eye protection. This student is looking directly into an experiment. This girl has untied hair. We have pieces of equipment which are too close to the edge. There is a mess in the sink. Because there are so many dangers, there must be rules in a science laboratory. The 10 most important are listed below. You need to learn these. Number 1, the science lab is used for serious work. Number 2, follow all written and verbal instructions carefully. If you do not understand a direction or part of a procedure, ask your teacher before proceeding with the activity. Verbal just means that you need to listen to your teacher And written means that you need to read all instructions. Number 3, do not eat food, drink beverages or chew gum in the laboratory. And it's a good idea that after you've left the laboratory you wash your hands. Number 4, work areas should be kept clean and tidy at all times. Number 5, when the teacher instructs you to wear glasses, you do so until you are told to remove them. And this applies even if you wear glasses. So if you wear glasses, make sure you're still wearing your goggles. And when we say wear your goggles, not on the top of your head. Number 6, long hair must be tied back and loose clothing must be secured when using flames. Number 7, if a chemical should splash in your eyes or on your skin, notify the teacher immediately. It's on your skin, make sure that you wash the chemical off as soon as possible. If it goes in your eyes, you will need to use an eye wash. Number 8, you must work quietly when performing experiments. This is so that you can hear the instructions that your teacher gives you. Number 9, floor spaces must be kept clear of bags, coats, stools, and go under the desks. Number 10, you must stand up when carrying out experiments. Injury and illness. If you follow the rules above, you should be safe. However, accidents can still happen. If they do, follow the guidelines below. Report all accidents to your teacher immediately. No matter how small, you must always do this. If anything gets broken, report to your teacher immediately. In case of severe bleeding, contact your teacher immediately. If any substance is spilled on you or gets into your eyes, wash with plenty of water and notify your teacher. Minor burns should be immersed in cold water at once. For severe burns, notify your teacher immediately. In case of feeling dizzy or faint, report to a member of staff immediately. Again, if you are not sure, always ask. Next, learning activity. When we're dealing with chemicals, rather than using a lot of writing, we use symbols instead. Below you will see there is a table with a picture which highlights a hazard. Next to the picture, write what hazard you think the picture is about. Let's go through the answers. First box is may cause mild health issues or skin irritation, damage to the aquatic environment, gas cylinder compressed gas, explosive, may cause severe health problems with breathing, toxic, corrosive, oxidizing flames, radiation, flammable, and biohazard. Now have a go at the last knowledge check. Pause the video now. Now let's check the answers. A hazard is an object that can cause an injury or be dangerous. Question 2. What can happen because of the hazard? Question 3. What risk there is from a chemical? Question 4. Goggles. Question 5. Test tube rack. Test tubes measuring cylinder. Question 6. Are used to identify dangers. Examples of hazards in a lab: corrosive, irritant and toxic chemicals. Question 8. Always tuck chairs under tables. Question 9. Wear goggles, tie back hair, listen to the teacher.